What's going on, everybody? This Afro think tank. White man says they're all Europeans, which is true. Those Australians pretending to be Australian, talking about this place is for us Australian, us white folks only. You're European. Go back to Europe. All those South Africans, right? That's in South Africa, call themselves Afrikaners and all that shit. No, you're a European. Go back to Europe. All you European Americans who call yourselves white, invented the whole term white, and want to make, you think that only white people deserve to be in America? No, you're European. Take your ass back to Europe. All you Spanish, Argentina motherfuckers, right, who killed off the native population and then killed the black population there, right, and you claim to be an Argentina and you act like that's your race, and because you speak a European language of Spanish and most people don't know that, right, you find you something different. No, you're a fucking European. Go back to Europe. All these white people in every one of their former colonies are now complaining that the places that they raped, murdered, and killed and enslaved the indigenous population, now they're worried about the side effects of that coming and populating areas. Now they bitching and moaning, and they can't believe that this is happening and that this place is supposed to be for white people. No, white people place is Europe. Take your ass back to Europe. If all y'all just left the colonies that y'all don't belong in, nature even says you don't belong there, because that's why y'all die of cancer living in places that your body ain't made for. If you take your ass back to Europe under them fucking clouds, you'll have a better life, quality of life. Your skin can deal with that. Take your ass back to Europe. Take Europe. Go back and make Europe great again. That's what you white people need to do. You Jewish people who are pretending to be actual Jewish people, and you kill millions of people in order to participate in your fantasy of who you are. No, you're not Jewish. You're not an Israelite. Your people didn't fucking leave that place, become white, and come back. No, you're from Europe. Go back to fucking Europe. That's who you are. You're European. Go back to Europe. All of you white people, all you Europeans who are colonizing brown people's lands, need to take your ass back to Europe, where you belong. And y'all need to get together and fight for that shit, because this was going to happen. You white people are very inbred because of your idea of whiteness. And the more time goes by, the more inbred you're going to be. The more diseases you're going to have. The more cancer y'all going to get. Y'all going to eventually just die out. Y'all dying out in so many different ways due to your own fault. But if you take your ass back to Europe, where you belong, and go make Europe great, then you'll probably have a future. Because as right now, y'all don't have a future in none of these colonies. Because the world is getting smaller. And people are moving around. And they don't have to listen to you no more. You don't dominate or run shit. Some of your old geezers and suits still run shit. But as you can tell, your old geezers and suits don't give a fuck about you either. They already got their bunkers and shit out here in the Alps in Europe, out here in the middle of America. They got their bunkers. When shit hit the hell in the handbag, they're going to live in their gated communities and fuck y'all. They're going to be flying their private jets and private drones above all of you peasants. It's best that y'all just pick up and go back to Europe. That's the best thing for y'all, because y'all have no future in any of your colonies at all. Anyway, that's all I got to say. It's Afro Think Tank. Learn something. Teach something. I'm out.
They're all Europeans. Every last one. No matter the accent, the flag, the anthem, or the mascot. It's the same tired settler formula, playing out like a rerun nobody asked for. America is just Europe with a gun fetish. Canada is just Europe with frostbite. Australia is just Europe with sunstroke. South Africa is just Europe with a safari brochure. And Israel. Israel is Europe in desert cosplay. A colonial theme park plopped into the Middle East, complete with armed settlers, stolen holy sites, and a brochure claiming since the dawn of time, in 12-point Times New Roman. It doesn't matter where you drop them. They drag Europe with them like a virus that survives every climate. Drop them in the tropics. They'll get sunburned, plant sugarcane, and import enslaved labor. Drop them in the tundra. They'll claim the ice in the name of the crown and die of scurvy. Drop them in Palestine. They'll bulldoze olive trees, put up concrete walls, and call it security. Same script, different background. Israel tries to sell itself as ancient, but it's as European as fish and chips. The infrastructure, the military hierarchy, the parliamentary system, the passports, the borders, all stamped with the fingerprints of London, Paris, and Berlin. The settlers speak European languages at home, read European philosophy in school, and enforce European racial hierarchies on indigenous soil. It's not a rebirth of a biblical kingdom. It's just Europe squatting in a different time zone. And all of these settler states, without exception, have the same personality disorder. They pretend to be independent, yet cling to Europe's culture like a toddler to a pacifier. They'll reject the crown while keeping its laws, its property systems, its religions, and its social hierarchies. They'll claim to be innovative while still measuring their success in European terms. GDP, parliamentary seats, Nobel Prizes. Every new nation is just a European franchise with slightly altered menu items. The branding changes, but the core remains. America swapped castles for skyscrapers. Canada swapped tea for Tim Hortons. Australia swapped fox hunting for kangaroo culling. Israel swapped foggy hills for arid plains. But the logic is identical. The land was theirs before they arrived. False. The indigenous don't count. Lie. The violence is always justified. Propaganda. When they gather, it's like a family reunion nobody else wanted to attend. White cousins from across the globe patting each other on the back for surviving in territories they never belonged to. America will brag about its military. Israel will brag about its resilience. Australia will brag about its beaches. Canada will brag about its healthcare. But it's all settler PR, polished until it shines over the mass graves. And the pettiest part, they all act like their version of settlerism is the better one. America calls Canada soft. Canada calls America violent. Australia calls Britain uptight. Britain calls Australia uncivilized, which is true. Israel calls everyone else naive. But it's the same song in different keys. The same European arrogance, rewritten for regional flavor. They'll bicker over who grills the better meat, while standing ankle deep in stolen soil. At the end of the day, you could swap their leaders, their flags, their capitals, and nothing would change. Put the American presidents in Ottawa, the Australian PM in Tel Aviv, the Israeli PM in Canberra, and the Canadian PM in Washington. They'd still run the same playbook. Protect settler dominance, erase indigenous existence, and pretend it's progress. You can paint over it, repackage it, ship it to another continent, but every settler state still smells like Europe after a long boat ride. Moldy, self-righteous, and convinced the whole world should speak its language. Cope.
Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan!
Wait. Before you go, for all my subscribers and philanthropists out there, I'm building a solar power community water bowl system in Nigeria. It's going to cost between $5,000 and $6,000. I'm trying to raise money. If you want to participate and help me build this solar power water system, please donate to the Cash App and put solar water in the notes. Solar water in the notes. I'll put PayPal, Stripe, and Zelle. Anyway, thank you. That's all I got to say. It's Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach something. I'm out. Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.